Hello everyone. I just wanted to give you a quick update on today's hearings. Today, Glenn had 2 mediation hearings in the city of Edmonds for the lawsuit against Erica Bennett for publishing the NCIC document, and then the lawsuit against me for identity theft and fraud. Let's see, damages recovery, identity theft and fraud. And so the first hearing, because these were mediation chats, was with the city of Everett attorney. I picked up these documents yesterday. There was a hearing last week where the city asked for an attorney to be able to represent Erica Bennett. Typically, attorneys are not allowed in small claims court, but the judge granted the motion, and so there was an attorney representing the city of Everett, and they went off into their own meeting room, and then I had to wait an hour and a half before it was time for me to have my mediation with Glenn. And the city of Everett apparently is allowing Glenn, here's the docket for that case, is allowing Glenn to submit some documents, apparently his evidence that he has. And so they have assigned a second mediation hearing, and that is going to be in a couple weeks. I think it was October 15th. I didn't write that date down, but I will get it. It's in the future. So the case with Erica Bennett has been set for a second mediation hearing. Then it was my turn to have my mediation with Glenn, and he was concerned that I would record and photograph and all this stuff. And so he wanted the mediator to make sure and let me know that if I reproduced anything from our meeting that I would be prosecuted. So I don't think it is a crime for me to tell you, I didn't record it or take any video, but I can repeat what happened in my day today. I will first start out by saying Glenn looks horrible, worse than ever. The worst picture you've seen of Glenn, he looks so much worse. Swollen, little tiny. He has angered his barber. His haircut is tiny and funny looking. He must have gone to barber school, got a free haircut, and the barber was angry, or he lost a bet. Anyways, enough about his appearance. But so the basis, Glenn is saying that I damaged his credit, and he said I damaged his reputation on YouTube, which I gave a quick reply of Glenn has damaged his own reputation on YouTube by posting his videos, that I did not damage his reputation. His big beef is the NCIC document that Glenn's own evidence will show. This is just the docket from my case. Basically, I'll get to the point of it. Glenn and I could not come to a mediation agreement, a settlement agreement, so we have to go to trial. That's the big news, that we have a trial date of October 22nd at 9 a.m. in person. Glenn wanted to postpone the trial date out as far as he could, like till December, And the judge asked him why, because I disagreed. I said, the judge asked if I agreed with that. I said no, that I want it over as soon as possible. I want a quick trial, that Glenn should be ready with all his evidence now. And the judge, Glenn couldn't come up with a valid reason. He wanted to wait until after the second mediation hearing with the city of Everett, and the judge did not agree that that was a valid reason. And so he set a trial date of October 22nd. I can also file for a dismissal if I want to, which I am going to. I have to, because of this document right here, this is part of Glenn's evidence. Now, I kept telling Glenn that I have the original video from YouTube that shows I blacked out the Social Security number. I never posted Glenn's Social Security number. Here's evidence, Glenn's own evidence, showing, this is a screenshot from my video that shows I have blacked out the Social Security number. This video was only up, Glenn said, millions of people saw it, and now his credit and Social Security number is in jeopardy. It was blocked out from the beginning. And Glenn, and so the mediator's job was to see if we could come to a settlement agreement. And so I could see Glenn said that I published it to try and damage and destroy his life, that he wants me charged with a felony, that I need to pay restitution, and that he said the damage for future and established damages now and future damages. Basically, that's how, because I said, how do you come to $10,000? And he said current and future damages. And so, and he wants me to have a lifetime restraining order. He wants me to agree to stay away from him for the rest of his life. He wants me to sign an agreement saying that I'll stay away from him for the rest of my life. I will not mention his name. I will not come to any of his court hearings. I will not post any more of his pictures. And that if I violate the agreement, that I can be prosecuted with a felony. So that is what Glenn's proposal to me, that's what would take to satisfy him in this lawsuit. And I said that I promise I will not use his identity. I propose that I will not email him. I will not give him any phone calls. I have never called Glenn. I've never sent him an email. I don't have his phone number. Any of this other information at some point was available on his community tab or his about page. I have screenshots where he posted his own mailing address. So anyhow, so I said that no, I would not sign an agreement to never say his name or to never show up to the courthouse, that was unreasonable, that I would like to see proof of the damages, and that he can't blame me for having bad credit. And one of the other documents that he filed was this data breach thing, which I think millions of people received. Sorry if that was bad. But anyways, I'm a little amped up on coffee today because it was such an irritating, I'm sure Glenn will be happy to know I was quite annoyed by everything that happened today, because I really thought that it would be thrown out like the other cases were thrown out. And but apparently I have to deal with this. And I am going to go to the court and find out what I can do to file for a dismissal. The main issue I have too is I am in the north end of the county, And Glenn filed in the court that is furthest away from me in the very south end of the county, easy 20-mile drive. And it's not an area, the traffic gets worse the further south you go. I live in the north where we're nice and more country and not as much traffic. So I don't want to have to drive all the way to Linwood to file a dismissal. But anyways, I will have to go there for the hearing in October. So, okay, so I'm sorry, this is like one of the most important. So then the moderator was trying to get us to come to a resolution. That's her role in this whole day. And so Glenn put forth his proposal. I put forth my proposal that I promise I will not contact him and I won't use his identity. Then that's when he came back with all his proposal of me signing a contract that I would not contact him, I would not use his name, and that I would write him a check to pay for all his damages. And then it was getting time to go back to the judge, and they're like, do you agree to his proposal? And I said, no, I would agree to give Glenn a $10 Taco Bell card and promise to not call him. And that was my final proposal, was a $10 Taco Bell card, and to agree to not email him and not call him on the phone. And the result is we have a hearing on October 22nd. So yeah, so I don't know what else to say about that. Like I said, Glenn is a loser. He does have to send me all of the evidence that he has, and I have to send him all of my evidence, which is basically his evidence, and a few screenshots that I took from his community tab months ago, Glenn. When you first sued me, I went to your community tab and took screenshots of your address, your birth date, all of your information available on the Auditing the USA YouTube page. So yes, Glenn, I will send that to you in the mail as you requested, for my evidence that your information was already available on YouTube and on Facebook. I didn't post anything that wasn't already available. So thanks for listening, and I have ordered the hearing for the Erica Bennett case, and I will be going to the courthouse this week to be getting documents, and I will be posting updates for anybody who is interested. Thanks, bye.